Oh, hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Welcome to one of Friday segment. Okay, so what we're going to discuss this evening is on the screen. What are the top three relationship killers? There are a lot of them, a lot of those relationship killers. You know, a lot of them, but I just want to hear your top three, the three that you can pick up. Your top three. That's what we'll discuss this evening. What are those things? What are those things that kills relationship? What are they? That's what we're discussing this evening. There are a lot of things that destroy relationships. You understand? So I still recall what one of our caller said a while ago. You know, he said a while back. He claimed that getting married, getting married is similar to taking a course for which you receive a certificate before beginning the actual study. It's like going to university on the first day that you register, the first day that you came into the university, they will just give you a certificate. Then they will tell you to go in there. Whatever you see, that's what you will take. Understand, every day you're learning new things. Every day you're learning new things, but you already got the certificate. That's what this person said. Like getting married or getting into some relationships is like that. That you learn every day. You learn every day new things. Understand? So you can see that many people, you can see that many people they get into a relationship very early, while others they get maybe into a relationship in as adults. Sometimes some of them they get married early age, maybe 20 years, 21, 22, 23. Why some will still stay till maybe when they get to 40 before they get into a relationship. But at the end of the day, even those that started early and those that stay till when they get to 40, they still struggle. Everyone struggles. So why are people struggling? Why are people struggling? If you don't have a partner, it looks like you are missing out because you're looking at everyone. Most of them they have their partners, they have the husband or something, and then you want one. One is so bad. You want is so bad. Then when you find one, you can't keep them. You're struggling to keep that relationship from one problem to other, from one issue to another. Then what are those things that kills relationship? What are those things that destroy relationships? What are those things that when you finally you get the man of your life, you get the woman of your life, you are into a relationship and all that, then you start struggling. You see that every day is a struggle. Do you understand? Then you start wondering, what is it? What is happening? So what are those things that bring in problem? What are those things that kills that relationship? That's what we're discussing this evening. I want your top three. I just want your top three. There are a lot of numerous of them, a lot of them. Things that people struggling every day, things that bring conflict, things that bring problem in their relationship, things that you know say to you, man, I can't take this anymore. What is going on? I can't take this anymore. Those are the things I want you to let me know. What are those things? And I want your top three. Okay, so the line is open. The line is free. Call one on now on +44 744 982 3876. Call now. The line is free. The line is open. The line is, you can call me. You'll get through. Understand? So I would like you to call me. You get me? It, you don't need to give me your name. Just call and contribute to the program. Just call. I would like to hear your thoughts, your opinion on what we're discussing this evening. Understand? Have you ever wondered? You wondered why developing and maintaining relationships is difficult. To develop a relationship, to keep your relationship going, you know, to maintain it every day is very difficult. Why don't you spend time studying, analyzing your relationship instead of leaving everything to chance? You know, those are the things most times you realize that many people they will just they just look at their relationship. Maybe they've been together for a while. Maybe they just met each other newly. They're in love. Everything is going rosy. Well, you don't make a time to study, to analyze that relationship. Then you leave everything to chance. Let it just go the way it's going. Little things then started out to minor issues. Little things, little minor things becoming an issue gradually. You know what I mean? So it's getting bigger and bigger. Little minor issues that he didn't resolve. Minor issues that didn't try to solve those minor issues. Gradually, it's getting bigger and bigger, accumulate to a state that become a very big issue. Then it end up damaging your relationship because when it started at the beginning, it was just a gradual, bit by bit, bit by bit, and then because you didn't resolve it, because you didn't try to analyze what is happening, because you didn't try to study what is going on in your relationship, you didn't study the person you are in a relationship with, or you didn't study your partner, or you didn't study that everything that is happening in that relationship. But you just take it, leave it to fate and chance. So gradually, those minor issues, minor conflict, minor problems, then they might balloon into major issues. It get bigger that could end up damaging your relationship. You understand? Then you can ask, what relationship killers? What are relationship killers? What are relationship killers? That is it. What are relationship killers? Someone can say that a relationship killer is a trait or attributes that one or both partners in a relationship will possess that could lead to a breakup of their union. You know, those characteristics, those things, those attributes, those things like those, you can call them minor issues, minor conflicts, those little tiny. You understand? Those are the ones gradually. What did they do? They will grow to break up that relationship. They grow to break up that union. You understand? And that's what you can call relationship killers. Because you know that anything that refer to killing, sometimes it's it's just like a when something that will come to kill, for example, it's an animal, or you want to kill an animal, you put up a trap, and you put the trap in a situation whereby the animal would not know when they get close to that trap. And once they get to this close to the trap, what happens? The trap will just cut the animal, isn't it? Then that is how it is. The relationship the same way. Gradually, all those tiny minor issues, minor conflict, they will like accumulating and growing to the extent that it becomes so difficult to handle. Then what happens? It will strike, and when it strike, that relationship cannot stand it because they've allowed those issues, they've allowed those problems to stay for a while, a long time, accumulate. They allow it to balloon to the extent that they can't hold it anymore. The force will just break that balloon, it will just explode. And once it explodes, that's when it becomes what? damage is just go straight and damage that relationship. You understand what I mean? So, and this is the problem. So, what are those relationship killers? What are those relationship killers? And I want you to call me. I want to hear from you. What are those relationship killers? Those things that you see, those things that you like, maybe you've not paying attention to, or maybe you didn't even notice that those are the things, but you know that all these things always bring problems. They always bring issues. You just like bringing problems all the time in that relationship. Maybe they're arguing about this all the time. They're arguing about something else all the time. Those are the things that you see that they bring problem to that relationship. And that is what I want us to know. I want you to let me know. I want you to call me to let me know. What are those things that kills that relationship? You understand what I mean? If you don't, maybe you're not in a relationship, or maybe you know someone that is in a relationship, your friend or someone like around you, that you even watching them. Maybe your parents that you noticed the issues they had, and maybe there's something that's going on that you're wondering and watching them and watching and noticing and studying around. And you say to yourself, these are the things that always, every time, maybe they're arguing about this every time, and it's bringing issues, it's bringing problems. You can call us, let me know about that. Or you are in a relationship that you know that this is what is always happening, brings issues all the time. And this is what a problem is. I would like you to call me and let me know about it as well. Or you can put on the comment section. I'll read them down. I'll just read them out straight away. Put on the comment section. I'll read them out. So I want you to know, what are those things? Okay, then the first caller. Hello, good evening. So what are those things that you can say, yeah, these are the things that bringing issues. Okay, as we're waiting for the calls and the connections. Okay, so if I don't know where you're gonna call from, if you're calling outside of UK, you just put the number +44 744 9823876. Hello, good evening. Hello. Still having connection issues. So as we're waiting for the call, it back. Yeah, hello.
Hello. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, hello, good evening. I think we have a little bit of connection problems. So good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
Good evening. Yeah,
Okay.
fine.
Okay. So what?
The topic.
Go on.
Um,
Hello.
since, uh, um,
Yeah, you just have to. Can you shift a little bit where you are? The number, the network is struggling with it. Hello.
right.
Yeah, I was waiting for the calls and all that. Carry on. Okay. So you can, like I said, there are a lot of things. There are a lot of things that bring issues. There are a lot of things that bring problems in a relationship, and you know them. You know one or two or three or four of them. I just want you to like call me and let me know your top three. You understand? There are issues, things that bring problems. You know, there's one thing that most. Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Good evening. Yeah, hello. Good
Good
evening. Yeah,
evening.
yeah,
Good evening. Can you hear me?
yeah. I can hear. Just go on. Yeah.
Okay. So I want to comment on the topic which is on ground.
Okay.
It's a very nice one. You know, relationship. What kill a relationship to me? I may say that one, lack of communication.
Okay.
Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Lack of communication. That's they say distance relationships sometimes
Mm,
do spoil a thing. Understand?
mhm,
So when you are not close, when you are maybe your friend is in far place,
mhm,
or then when there is no communication,
mhm.
the love will have a chaos issue. Then another thing is distrust. Distrust
Okay.
is kill a relationship. Understand?
Yeah, yeah. So when
And
the,
another thing,
I mean distrust when there's no trust in the relationship.
yeah,
Okay.
you do kill a relationship. And another thing is also cheating when you are not faithful.
Yeah, is those three now your top three?
Yeah.
And he thought
Okay, let me
okay. He said one of them is a communication, lack of communication, right?
lack of
The second one is
yeah,
lack of trust, yeah.
yeah.
And the third one is
Dishonest. Dishonest.
okay. The second one is dishonest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then the third one is lack of trust
Okay. Lack of trust.
and
Oh,
cheating. Another one is cheating.
yeah. I just all right. Eagle four. I needed the top three, but it's okay. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. You can elaborate if you want. You
So,
can elaborate one of them. Just let me know. Give me a scenario. Give me a scenario.
so the one at least like I said, the first one when there is a gap in communication.
Mm,
When there is a gap in communication, maybe you travel out of when there is no service,
mm,
when there is no communication,
mm.
then at least you stay like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. The zeal of that love may be
Okay.
depreciating, they may be depreciating. But when there is a regular
Contact.
yes, regular communication,
Mm,
it helps build the relationship. But when there is none,
mm.
it demoralize or depreciate the relationship. Another one is that one I say dishonest. When you don't have trust
Mm,
over your spouse or your partner, you do kill the relationship because women, once they believe and have that trust in you, they as well assume that you still have trust in them. When she says something, you keep doubting or trying
mm,
to investigate or know actually if that thing, it do kill their morale. And another one is cheating.
mhm.
When you are not honest, when you are maybe you have one, you keep whenever you see a woman, you try to appreciate or
Check them up.
talk or all those yeah,
Mm.
all those things
Mm.
do kill
Moral. Yeah.
their morale.
Okay.
So those things, the anti hazard of a relationship that kills a relationship.
Okay. All right then.
Yeah,
No problem. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Okay. So
I'm hearing you.
no, it's okay. All right. So we're discussing those things that kills relationship. I want your top three. The line is vacant now. You can call me. You will go through. Okay. So he mentioned three. He mentioned the lack of communication. He talked about distrust. He talked about dishonest. Understand? So he was trying to say that when there is a distanced relationship, when you're in distance relationship, because you don't communicate often, you don't see each other more, and all that can bring a lot of breakdown in that relationship and all that. and coming to dishonesty and all that as well, distrust. But the thing you has to understand is that when you're in a relationship with someone, when you're in partnership with someone and you go in together, there must be, if you at the beginning of that relationship, if there's because you trust each other anyway, you love each other and all that. But there will be something that might bring that distrust. It may be something that will make the other person to not to trust you anymore. You understand what I mean? There's always something that will bring it, either through your attitude or character or your behavior, or maybe you lied or something, cheated or something that will bring that distrust. Understand, to make that person to start doubting. They don't believe in whatever you say. You understand what I mean? That is it. It's like that. So that's part of it. There's always something that will bring someone to start doubting you. Do you understand what I mean? Okay. So what is it? What is it? What is it? Yeah, Victor, sorry, the line cut off. Yeah, can go on now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I was saying, one of the reason is money. Like, is the first.
money, yeah.
You know, you know, all these financial differences.
Mm.
They can, they can bring tension in a relationship, especially when the two partners are not in agreement in terms of fun. Maybe once
Oh, was just struggling.
and of uh, you know,
Oh, he's struggling. He's struggling with your line. And I would love to hear. Hello? Yeah. Oh, still having issues with that line. Okay, so he was trying to, he said about money, that when there's a problem of having issues with money and money issues, that it brings a lot of problem because it might not be in the same, like what we discussed last week about money, how to manage money, relationship and all that. So when two people are in together in their relationship and they don't have the same goal, they don't have there's no, they are not in tune. Yeah, hopefully the line is gonna be okay. I wanted to explain it. Yeah, hello.
hello.
Yeah,
So can you hear me now?
yeah, where you are, just stay there. Yeah, it's okay. All right.
All right. I was saying, in a situation when a partner suggests for a joint account,
Mm,
the other one sees it as, as an advantage
mm,
to him or her. And when he or she refuses for the joint account, the third party feel like, they are not trusted, something like that. So it kind of brings friction in relationship.
mhm.
And another one there is I think poor communication.
Okay.
And most of us don't grow up being encouraged to talk about our feelings, to express ourselves. And when we become adults or when we enter into a relationship,
Mhm,
the training kind of sinks deep into us. We expect people to read our minds and know what we go through. And when they don't,
mhm.
kind of misinterpret it, you see the partner becoming resentful.
Mm.
And, until before you know,
Oh, okay. All right. We to
then number three,
yeah, yeah, number three. Yeah.
number number three is infidelity. Of course, infidelity is the major problem here. You know, couples rarely recover from this virus. It kind of remain dormant for a while,
Mm,
and then maybe when there is a small quarrel or fight,
mhm.
it
It will
comes back. It
it will come back. Yeah.
resurfaces.
Mhm.
Yeah, and, these are my 3 points.
All right. Thank you so much. At least you get there at the end.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Thanks
Cheers.
for having me.
No problem. Okay. He mentioned infidelity at the end. Understand, which is he even classify it as a disease and a virus that is killing a lot of people. Understand, and that is what is happening. A lot infidelity and all that is a norm now. That there's no value to it anymore. People, they don't care about it. There's no, like, everybody can just do whatever they want to do. It doesn't matter. So, and then in a relationship, when something like that is happening and one person find out, sometimes maybe they will forgive, but they don't really like to, they will not forget what happened in a hurry. It keeps reflecting anytime there's an issue, or when there is something, you can see that it come up again. It's a problem for many relationships. It's a problem in many relationships. It will be a virus that may lay dormant, like what he said, for a long time before resurfacing. Whenever there's conflict, no matter how minor, no matter how big the relationship or whatever, once there's a conflict, that anytime conflict arises, this is, we'll just see that it reflect again. This is true when, even if you choose to forgive the person and move on, your thoughts will always return to an adultery. It will always return to anything that, whenever, especially when you're a lover or when the partner tells you they are going somewhere, or they are going to, they are going, they want to go somewhere, or they are already there, and they told you the day they are coming back, or when they are coming back, or the time they are coming back, or something like that, and they didn't come back at the same time, or didn't come back early, you can see that it will still come back to your mind. You start reflecting on that again. That's what is going on, because they've done that before. Though that you forgive them, or you forgive them, then you can see that, because it's in your mind, it's still in your thought, it will still reflect, it will come up again, and it bring conflict, because of that infidelity, it will lead to distrust, and you will not trust that person anymore. No matter what they tell you, no matter how, whatever hard they try to convince you that they've changed, they don't do that anymore, it will still bring that conflict. You bring the same thoughts over and over again. And that is the problem. It's part of the issue that bring our kills relationship. It's part of the problem that you see that it destroys a lot of relationships. Then that's what I mean. That's what he was trying to say. Infidelity. Then that's what I mean. So you can call it cheating, you can call it adultery. Anyone that you suit, they have the same name, all of them are the same thing. That's what I mean. And the problem is that the way it is at this time, the way it is, many people don't even know what is it anymore. They cannot differentiate. They don't even know what is infidelity anymore. They don't know what it is, because there are different ways, many ways that you can do it without even like sleeping with the other person, the opposite sex. You understand what I mean? So many people can't differentiate what is infidelity anymore. They don't even know what it is anymore. You understand what I mean? And once you get to that stage that you cannot differentiate, you can't even know. You see that it become a normal thing, and it brings dispute, it brings problem to that relationship, which is not supposed to be like that. Understand? Okay. We have some people that are celebrating birthdays today. Okay, we don't forget about this. Okay, so I want us to look into it. All right. We have Mary Carlo. Happy birthday, Mary Carlo, and Shanaye Rochelle. Happy birthday, Shanaye Rochelle. Okay, as we normally say in Wano, wish you all the best. I wish you whatever you wish yourself, and we pray that God should grant you your wishes. And we have a jingles for you.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, guys. Enjoy your holiday. Enjoy your birthday. Make sure you have fun. Okay. All right. We'll continue. All right. What are those things that kills relationship? What are those things that you see that they kills relationship? Okay. I have one. Most times you might not notice that is one of the things that is happening. Is power. Power. When there's a confrontation for influence and control, when there's confrontation for power, you understand what I mean? In a relationship, you might hear someone say that someone telling you that you need to stand, you need to stand for yourself, you need to stand, you need to like, stand your ground and set the boundaries. You need to tell your partner, you need to show him or show her who is in charge. They need to understand that you are in charge. Or you also need to be heard. You need to express yourself. Don't just be dormant in that relationship. You know what I mean? Show yourself. Don't just be quiet. Speak out. Remember that you have a say. But you have a say in that relationship too. Don't just stand there and let him walk over you like that. Let him know that more people should be involved in decision making than just him. It might be hard too. It's just anyway, but I'm just like trying to let you know the power. And you see that this is problematic. Is something, it brings problem. You can tell that in that relationship now, at that moment, there's a struggle for dominance. There's a struggle for influence. They're struggling. Understand? Especially, but when both of them want to be the leader, they want to lead. They want to take the initiatives. They want to be the people that control that relationship. So you can see that the power, as both of them are fighting for that power, they're fighting for that influence. It brings conflict. It brings problem because two captains cannot be in one boat. You know what I mean? It cannot be in one boat. So power is something that people don't really understand, that it kills relationship more than anything, because both communication, lack of trust, every other thing that you can call, all those stuff, all of them is part of influence, of that power in that relationship, because whoever that is has the power, or whoever that has the influence, the decision making and everything, sometimes you see that they use that to intimidate the other person. Sometimes if they didn't understand that is a problem, that is going to be an issue in that relationship, they use that to intimidate the other person. They want to be the one that is in charge, the one who like take control of that relationship. You see someone that, yeah, you're always making decisions all the time. I want to make a decision too. It's not only you that have to like say, it's not only you that have to decide what is happening in this relationship. I have my own voice too. You understand what I mean? Sometimes the person might not make that decision. They might not even notice that something like that is happening, but people around them or their friends might even tell them, come on, man, you need to stand on your own, stand on your feet, take control of the relationship, set your own boundaries. Why should you just stay, allow this person just to walk over you just like that? And then you find out the person will start reflecting on that and then realize that, yes, there is the power in this relationship. And then I might even need that power too. And then they will try to get into it. And before you know what is going on, it brings conflict, it brings problem to that relationship. You understand? There's another one as well. You can see, you can talk about it, or you can, I don't know if you notice that one as well. Something like child trauma and past relationship. Child trauma. Many people has that issue, child trauma. Many have issues based on, for maybe they their dad or their mom or whoever that left them when they were young, or they were abused when they were young, when they were still a child. That trauma that they had, or they lost their loved ones when they were young. Their dad died when they were still like a baby, or their mom died when they were still a baby. They have that trauma inside of them. And they were raised by just a single parent, and they have trauma that with them when they were young, or they had this problem with their past relationship. They have issues in their past relationship. Maybe their past the partner they had before, their ex partner cheated on them, or he was abusive to them, or he beat them up, all these kind of things. So when you let that past relationship or whatever the past trauma control your present relationship, it's difficult because the way you will treat your present partner, it's going to be horrible. See that many relationships they fail as a result of people not giving their own. They don't really like give time to heal before starting a relationship. Before they jump into a new relationship, they didn't have that time to heal their past relationship. So they carry all those wounds, they carry all of those things to their new relationship, and the person they will meet now, the new person they will meet, they will carry all of those trauma, all everything, and dump on that person. Then they believe that a new relationship will help them overcome that severe pain they brought with them from their previous relationship, from their previous broken relationship. They will pack all of those things, the severe pain, the trauma, everything, and then they will dump it on their new partner. And then he's going to find out that it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult to handle. Sometimes they will try to blame their new partner. They would blame their new spouse for everything that is happening to them. Even everything, all the things that even happened to their past relationship, they will blame it on this new person now that is the person that brought all those things. Do you understand what I mean? And then instead of allowing themselves to heal and get over those trauma before they carry on with their new relationship, or even if they are into that new relationship and they find out that maybe they had those issues, trauma, they have those child trauma, they had the problems with their S relationships, then they find a way now to sort it out or find a way to heal. That'll be okay. But many people might not even notice that they have issue, that they have problem, that they even are carrying pain or they're carrying trauma, child trauma with them to a relationship. Their attitude and everything will show you that they have issues, but they will not, them themselves will not notice that they have problem. They will not notice that they have issue. They don't have problem. Because even if you try to let them know that this thing, there's a lot of problems going on here, but they will not notice that they have issue. And when that kind of person is there and that you try to let them know, they will not listen to you. So what do you think is going to happen? It's not going to work. It's not going to work. You understand? Like many of you called, someone called earlier, he said that communication, he used distance communication, distance relationship to give an example that when there's distance in the relationship, it bring conflict, it bring issues because maybe they will not have much time now to communicate more. When this person is free, the other person might not be free. Maybe the other person is working and this person is not working at this time, and they try to communicate to talk to the other person, and they cannot go through or she cannot go through. It bring that discord. It brings problem to that relationship because of that lack of communication, and it brings any problem. Our partner is just like, have to understand that is a partnership. Any relationship, whether marriage or just relationship, is a partnership. There must be efficient communication to succeed. There must be that link of communication all the time. At least one person have to know or find a way to listen. That's another problem in communication. When nobody's listening, if communication cannot flow because no one is listening. When everybody wants their voice to be heard, no one is communicating. So you need to learn that efficiency, something, how to communicate, how to listen, especially listening, so that you can grab whatever this person is telling you. You can grab whatever they want to talk about, grab whatever information they want to pass across. Because if no one is listening, there's no way the communication will flow. Can never be. There's no. Can never be effective. Do you understand? So communication is important in every area of life. Anyway, it's not only in a relationship. Communication is very, very, very important. In order for you to succeed in anything you're doing, communication, you need to know how to communicate and know how to listen, especially knowing how to listen. That's what I mean. So ineffective communication between couples can result to misunderstanding, result to argument. It can result to a general sense of entanglement, anything, entrenchment or whatever you can call it. When one or both parties, one or two of them, or the man or the woman, they are not like, they don't listen. I just said it before, they don't listen. They can bring their problem into it. When the other person is trying to communicate and telling you the issues they're having with you, and the other person is not is not even listening, is not giving them their listening ear. That communication, they cannot communicate, they cannot pass it to you. So it brings problem. When they're trying to express their emotions, they're trying to, tell you what is happening, but you cannot listen, it brings problem because no one is listening. It brings breakdown to that relationship. Okay. The line is still open. I would like you to call me. Call me. Call the line. The number is on the screen. +447449823876. Okay. Call me. I would like to hear what you have to say. All right. Guys, as well, please, even as you're listening to me now, I would like you to use the opportunity as well to share the program. Just take a minute, share this program to your contact, share this program to your Facebook page, share this program to your WhatsApp group. Just I want you to do it now. Just share the program. Okay? Understand? Share this program. Are those things that kills relationship? What are those things that kills relationship? Okay? What are those things that kills relationship? Let's go on. Someone talked about lack of trust. Lack of trust. In majority of partnerships, majority of relationships, lack of trust is the biggest relationship killer. Is it takes a while. It takes time to establish, or it takes time to build up trust in a relationship. You know how it is. It takes time for you to, like, no matter how, even if you met someone newly, you can like the person, his personality, the way they behave and everything, but with time, it takes time for you to, like, build up that trust. Well, for this reason, falling in love with someone takes time as well, because you might think that you're in love, but without trust and all that, doesn't build that. You can see that it's not complete. So you must take time to get to know each other to determine whether you have that objective, are compatible with one another. You meet someone, it takes that time to understand them, study them. With little time, you try develop that trust, because now you're getting to, like, to know them better. Then with time, the love you see that you love each other, that love you that you feel that you love, you have inside of you, you see that you will mature. Do you understand what I mean? Because that trust, the communication and listening, all of that will bring what? That trust, it makes it stronger. Do you understand? It makes it stronger. So what is your top three of relationship killers? I want you to let me know. You can put on the comment section. I'll read them out. What are those three top relationship killers? There are a lot of them. There's many of them that are there. I just want you to, like, point out your three. You can put it on the comment section. Just write them down there. Someone already mentioned money. Someone has already mentioned what? Money. You get me? But there's one as well, like many people, mainly married people. It's mainly for married people, those that are married, or most of the people that are already like in a relationship, living together, have kids and all that. There's a lot of problem. Many people might not like to say it out. They will not like to tell you, but a lot of families, a lot of relationships are passing through this. They are going through this. There is a big problem in their relationship. Do you understand what I mean? It might take a little bit time before you see that it grows to a big problem. I'm talking about sex. You know, when the relationship, when you meet someone newly at that early stage, everything is rosy, going fine and all that. You guys can do it anywhere. Can do it anywhere. Having an adventure, having fun, enjoying yourself all the time, having it. Maybe you're looking for children. So as children are not coming at that time, you can enjoy it, do it everything, anyhow you want to do it, in the shower, everywhere. You do every time you want to do it. You understand? So, but with time, as time goes on, 1 year, 2 years, three, maybe children start coming. You can see that they start it starts shifting a bit by bit. Those adventures, those things that always like that harmony that brings two of you together, that you do it anyhow you want to do it. You do it every time. You see that it has become it start like shifting bit by bit. Start reducing. Maybe some people they do it 3 times a week. Some people they do it 2 times a week. Now you can even like be like once in 2 weeks. Some even if they didn't notice or didn't take much time, it goes to once in maybe in 3 weeks or once in a month. Some even will tell you that it's maybe once 6 months. See that it's becoming there's it starts shifting. Start having that problem. So with time, before you know what is going on, it brings conflict, it brings problem. They start arguing over it over and over again because it was a bond between them before. At the beginning of that relationship, they used to have sex anyhow they want it. Now to get one is difficult. And with that, it brings problem. It kills relationship like mad. If that you can see that people, if they don't really like, have that self-control, they will start looking for it outside. They will start cheating. That's when you see that cheating will come into that relationship. And once there is a cheating in that relationship, that cheating might lead to do what dishonesty. Like someone called and said about dishonesty. You might believe to that because one person is now left, or even both of them might be left or be starved of that because it's food. Especially it goes to men, isn't it? Because women, when they have children, sometimes that attachment they had with their man might be shifted to the kids now because they are taking care of the kids and all that. All their focus lies on those children. So they'll be like taking care of the kids, preparing food and do other things in them. They will not have much time again, maybe to focus on the man. And the man now will be feeling left out, be feeling that this that what attachment is gonna be like shifting bit by bit. You know what I mean? And when they didn't discuss or they don't talk about it, when the man maybe didn't voice out or let the person or let his partner know that this is what's going on, I'm listening. There's a problem here. Or they didn't discuss about it, they talk about it, especially what the caller said. Communication. When he communicate to their partner and say to the listen, man, this is how we used to do this thing at the early stage when we started. We used to have sex frequently. But recently, it's hardly, we can't even get any. In what way can we do it? What way can we like try to adjust? I know that things are not the same way it is before because now there's children involved. Because of children involved, it's gonna be difficult. But if you don't discuss it, if you don't talk about it, and you have to understand something, it's not just about talking about it. The other person has to listen and understand that there's an issue there. There's a problem. Because if the other person didn't understand there's an issue there, or whatever you want to say is just going to fly over. They will not listen to you. Instead, it's going to be like a complaint. It's like you're nagging, you're complaining too much about this. But to them, it's become a problem. It become a complaint because you talk too much now, you're a problem. But if they understand that is an issue that you, as a man, that you need this to function properly, and you cannot get it outside, rather you have someone that you're supposed to like give you that. It's like you're hungry and there's food, there's no food at home. What you gonna do? Do you understand what I mean? So it brings problem. It brings, a lot of issues in that relationship. So that communication and listening, that's where it's gonna come in. You understand what I mean? So those are the relationship killers. It kills, especially this. It kills a lot because if the man cannot have that self control, he will try to satisfy his urge outside. And when he tries to satisfy his urge outside, is that most men, they don't really know how to keep things secretly. They don't even know how to like cover themselves or whatever they want to do. Unlike women, you understand what I mean? They always get caught. And once the man is get caught, that's when he is, isn't it? He become a cheater. Infidelity is coming into it now. And then everything that all the things that we said at the beginning, honesty is gone, trust out of the window. All of that become a problem. But all those problems could have been avoided at the beginning when they're supposed to have had that conversation, when they're supposed to have that, mutual understanding about what is happening to them, what is going to go on. Because if the man didn't talk to the wife or talk to the woman that he's staying with, I said, this is what is happening to me. Can we talk about it? Can we discuss about it? How can we make our time to do this? It's becoming a problem between us. There's this shift that is coming in. There's gap coming into our relationship. There is gap coming to the feelings that we have for each other. It's going to become a problem because what people don't really understand is that at the end of the day, the children, they will grow, and once those children grow, they will leave the house. They will leave the house. In between, when the children are in the house, there is one or two things that are going to happen. There will always be a problem. That's it. There will be problem in that house. There will be conflict. It does no matter how it cannot avoid it. It's either about money issues. It's either about communications. It's either about time to spending time together. This problem is going to be about a lot of things. It's either about sex, having time for it. All of that going to come in between that relationship once the children are there. So, but if you don't communicate, talk about it, you can see that sometimes you will break that union, you break that relationship. The man or the woman might take the kids, they will stay with the kids. The same problem is going to be there because they will look for another partner at the beginning of that relationship. The new partner that will come in, it's going to be rosy for a while. Everything's going to be, you have that excitement again. But with time again, the same issue that happened before will happen again because now there's still going to be problem because you didn't solve it at the first time. Maybe you didn't have that time to discuss it. This person might even try to let you know again the issue that there is happening. I have a problem. This is what is happening. You spend more time on this, you spend more time on yourself, you spend more time on your studies, or you spend more time on your work, you spend more time on your kids, you spend more time on your phone. You're neglecting me because you didn't know that this is a problem at the beginning. It's still going to happen again in the second relationship because you cannot keep that person again because it's become a habit. Because at the beginning, you are someone that doesn't listen. Accept, you don't accept correction, or you don't really like to like listen to communication, or you're not somebody that doesn't even like to like communicate to someone. So with that, you see, it become a problem in that relationship. And those are the things that you see that majority of relationships, 2 years, 3 years, some even 30 years, they just, they're gone. Some of them might even just stay in that relationship just for the kids, just to keep those kids till the time the kids growing on, everyone just going down. It happens like that. And those are the things that kills relationship. And most times you see that people don't really like to talk about it. There's no relationship that is perfect. Everybody pass, they go in everybody every day, they having issues in their relationship. It's either they have issue about money, they have issue about love, or they have issue about sex, they have issue about contempt, they have issue about neglect, they have issue about negativity, they have issue about dishonesty, they have issue about infidelity, they have issue about a lot of things. Communication, they have issue about a lot of things. Their in-laws, they have issue about their kids, they have issue about, there's always issues. Is there. Relationship, once it's relationship, there's always problem. It's in there. You understand what I mean? Some can even say that because of insecurity, that the other person is insecure, and all those kind of things. Then, what about communication? What brings that insecurity? What is it that bring that in that relationship? Those are the things they have to look into. Did you have time to examine your relationship? Do you have time to like study your relationship? Do you have time to study the person you are staying in that relationship with? Do you have time to even like to know what they like or what they don't like? Do you even know all those kind of things? Do you try to adjust yourself? Do you try to accommodate the other person? Do you try to work to make that relationship go forward? Or are you the kind of person that you say to yourself, I don't care? So if you say I don't care, what's the need about a relationship? Why are you still in the relationship? It doesn't make sense. Do you understand what I mean? Because they call it relationship. You can have relationship with yourself, but once you have a partnership with someone, it's a partnership. So once it's a partnership, that means it brings in now two people, and among that two people, there must be something they call understanding. It must have to be there. There must be respect. Respect has to be there. All of that, without understanding and respect, you're going nowhere. Then talk about listening ear, especially I always talking about listening, because most times you see that people, every time people, they always refer to communication. How do you communicate to each other? How do you communicate? What about listening? Because if you open your mouth to talk, I can stay here till tomorrow talking, say whatever I want to say. If someone is not listening, it does nothing. It's gonna be a waste. So if you are in a relationship with someone and the other person, whoever you are with, there's no listening, no one is listening. No, so there's no communication. Because even if you have a child and you call your son or you call your daughter and say to them, listen, and you talk to them, at the end of the day, all the whole thing that you said to them, all the information that you give them, none of them listen to what you said. It's just a waste of time. There must be a listener, then before a communicator. So are you communicating? Someone have to listen. So that one is something that people have to learn as well. How to listen. How to listen. Just sit down and listen. Sometimes close your mouth quiet and listen and absorb the information that you're getting. Absorb it. Then analyze it on your own. When you're your own, sitting down on your own, on your quiet time, you reflect on whatever that person said to you. Because at the end of the day, the person that sat you down or call you and said to you, listen, hey, we're having an issue on this. That means that person is doing what? He wants the betterment of that relationship. If you are at work, you're going to work, you're working somewhere, and your manager or your supervisor never call you and said to you, you are doing well. Or I said to you, you are doing something wrong here. You need to work on this. You need to improve here. That means their company they don't value you. And that is the reason why they always have audit at the end of every work, isn't it? They have audit. During the day of audit, they will tell you where you are performing and where you are lacking behind so that you can, you know, wake up and move forward. So if no one is communicating and no one is listening, it doesn't work. That's no way it work. It doesn't work. And that is the problem. So whatever we're telling our kids, whatever we're telling our younger ones, whatever we're telling our whoever you are, a teacher or you're talking to someone and someone asks you, What is go? How can I improve my relationship, or how in what way can I, you know, assist, or what way can I improve my life or something? Let the person know that they should have a listening ear. They should learn how to listen, because I think to me that is the most important thing. Because if you cannot listen to someone, if you cannot, no matter how it is, even if it's a child telling you something, if you cannot listen to what they are saying, if you cannot listen and get their opinion or get to where the area they're coming from, there's no way you can improve on any whatever you're doing. There's no way you can function properly, because no matter how what you try to communicate to that person, if you cannot listen, there's nothing, because that person will not tell you anything. They will not tell you. They will not try to even like tell you anything again, because as if they're telling you, you don't listen. So why should they even bother again to like waste their time to start telling you something? It's same in a relationship. So when people are together and no one is listening, there's always a problem. Understand? To me, if you didn't get anything out of what we discussed this evening, just get this one. Put it down in your diary. Try to learn how to listen. Try to learn how to listen. Sit down and listen. Open your ears and listen to you, whoever that you with. When they are talking to you, just listen. Absorb whatever they want to tell you. Then at the end of the day, analyze it. Find out where the problem is coming from. It might not be you that is the issue, but at least you listened. At least you listened. So when you study that relationship, when you analyze the whole problem that where it's coming from, you can see, you can know where what to work on. Even if you go to counseling, the counselor will ask you, what is the problem? Because you didn't listen, you didn't analyze the situation, you don't even know what is the problem. They will ask you, you not even know what is the problem, because you didn't put any attention. You didn't try to learn. You didn't try to study that relationship you are in. So there's no way they're going to help you. They don't know where to help you. And that's the problem. So you need to listen. Try to listen to whoever you are with. Listen to your partner, so that things going to work out. That's all I have to say this evening. All right. So if you stay with us to this time, I would like to say thank you. Oh, thank you so much as well. Don't forget that we still on Wednesday we're having gossip night that we do every Wednesday. You understand? We talk about everything. Talk about football, sports, politics, ever. It based on what we're discussing. I think this period we're just discussing about football. Understand? I know many people, many of you don't really follow football, but at least just to reach out to some of our family, friends and family, one of families. There are some of them that love football, and they'll be requesting that we talk about it. So we try to reach out to them, you understand, so that they will not be left out as well. And that's what I mean. So we do that every Wednesday. Don't forget on Wednesday to have a Wednesday gossip night, 7 p.m. the same time. You understand? So also we are still doing our bad days. We're still doing our bad days every day. Talk to your family members, your friends. Let them know we're still doing our bad days. They should just send it to one or WhatsApp. They can send it to our email. Understand? One podcast at gmail.com. Send it out there. Whatever they want to say. If you have any notes that you want just to attach to it, you just put it down. We can put the note and attach it and just send it out just to read them out the same way we're reading out. On that note, I would like you guys to know that from next month, once we finish, I will send it out later. From next month, we'll be having a giveaway. And it's for people that always follow us to the end of the program. People that always, because we cannot tell you when we're gonna like give out the giveaway. We'll be having our giveaways from next month, from April, 1st of April. We'll be giving out data. We have given out phone data, MTN, some other network providers will be giving it out during our programs like this. Especially every Friday, we'll be giving out data. So it's the people that will stay with us. They will grab everything. But before that time, before next month, I'll just send out the publication so that every one of you will know. And you can tell your friends as well. You can share the program, let them know so that they will not be left out. It's something part of what we want to give out to people, just to reach out again to give to our people, our friends and followers and people that are following one know, just to like say thank you for being with us to this time. Thank you for following us for a while. Thank you for everything that you guys be doing. Thank you for your support and everything. And I want to say something as well. There are some people that call me. They'll call me outside, just say behind the program, okay? Behind the scene, they will call me and say to me, guys, thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for your all the whole things that were going, and thank you. And we want to encourage you more and more because at the end of the day, we are doing all of this for every one of us. I'm learning daily, the same way you guys are learning. I'm learning at the same time. You understand? Some of them they will call and let me know, say this is that. Can you discuss on this? Can you look into this one? Can you do that? I appreciate that. I appreciate every one of you that are doing that. I appreciate everything. Some people will send a message. Thank you for what you're doing for us. Thank you for this topic. It did this to me. It did this. That is the most important thing. That's the reason why I'm doing this, what I'm doing. You understand? I'm doing this. That's the reason why. So thank you guys. I say again, I appreciate every one of you. I'll see you on Wednesday if God tarries. Enjoy your weekend.